martial artists, all you martial artists at heart, all you martial artists at Kidney, and a special hi to all you cross-dressing Amish soccer moms. You know who you are. Sensei Bob Matthews here again. I'm here today to reveal a shocking and hideous secret about all of us martial arts instructors. And the shameful and embarrassing secret is...
Okay, Johnny, show us what's beyond door number one.
No matter how well-intentioned we may be, we martial arts instructors, in the name of self-defense, teach you a lot of useless garbage. Controversial, I know. Let me explain. Here's an example. We martial artists love the wrist lock. If you've been doing martial arts for more than 6 months, you've probably been taught the wrist lock. It goes like something like this. Something. Goes something like this. Someone either grabbed you, reaches out to grab you something. Either way, you intercept their hand. Take control of that little finger. Put your thumb right between two bones in the back of their hand. Find one of those pressure points. Flip the whole thing over. And that, of course, causes them to go... After you got it turned over, you take the whole thing, bend their wrist, push down, makes them drop to their knees while they do this. And the world is once again safe for all humankind. Save the cheerleaders, save the world. I had a question for you. Last time you were in a fight, real or imaginary, were you able to reach out and grab someone's arm and hang on to it? Probably not. What makes you think you can possibly grab someone's little finger? Or you take a swing at someone's face and you end up hitting their shoulder? Because it's a fight after all. If you can't hit someone's face, what makes you think you can find that tiny little pressure point between two bones on the back of their hand? The fact is, once your heartbeat exceeds a certain rate, you lose all fine motor skills. When your heart is racing, you can't articulate your limbs any better than a windmill. You have to rely on gross motor movements. So earlier when I started out and I said, most of what we teach is useless garbage, I was trying to be a little sensationalist. I just want people to like me. I mean, the stuff we teach you does work, technically. Jackie Chan could probably do it, or Jet Li. And the reason they can do it is because they own it. When you've tried it 3 times in the dojo, and sure, you can get a willing partner to move with it, yeah, that should prove to you that, yeah, that's a valid technique. It does work. But when you try and use it on the street and you don't own it yet, it's still useless trash. So, my point is, and I rarely have a point, my point is know where you're at. You may have 15 katas, 35 forms, a lot of techniques, maybe many years under your belt. Maybe all of those techniques are effective, but maybe many of those techniques aren't effective. Here's the real point. You should know that. You should know where you're at. You should know how much of the stuff you know you don't really know, but just think you know. You know? So in the very near future, make an assessment. Find out how much of the stuff you know is effective. How much really, really works. How much of that stuff will work on the street. Your assessment will be wrong, of course. We can never be 100% sure when we're living in our own little tiny martial arts vacuums, working out at home. But we've all got a pretty good idea. If I had to use this in a fight, I could pull it off. Or if I could use this in a fight, this is my #1 go-to thing. Or if I had to use this in a fight, I'm gonna get chilled. So take a skills inventory. Most important thing is it might save your life. And what's more, it'll serve as the basis for designing your practice. So until next time, don't eat Mexican food, stand next to fire, don't eat Japanese food at all. Save the cheerleaders, save the world, always seek peace. That's all, folks.